Welcome to Exploratory Data Analysis. In this video, we'll explore how to construct bar graphs, contingency tables, histograms with overlays, and perform predictive binning, all using Python. So, exploratory data analysis is the process of analyzing and visualizing data to uncover patterns, relationships, anomalies, and trends. So, first we have bar graphs. So, how to construct a bar graph with overlay using Python? So, bar graph are an effective way to represent categorical data, showing how different categories compare in terms of frequency, proportion, or values. So, key elements of bar graph are x-axis that represent categories, regions, or products. Y-axis represent the numerical values, and overlay additional bars or lines over the primary graph to visualize comparative or complementary data. Bar graph with overlays are a great way to compare categorical data with additional context. For instance, let's compare sales across regions with an overlay. So then, so now we have the code. So how to construct a bar graph with overlay using Python? So first we will import matplotlib, then we will import numpy, and then we will have the sample data with region, sales, and profits. Then we will do the plotting. I'll plot it into bar, and then we will add the labels and legends. So now let's run the code. So here this chart clearly displays both sales and profit side by side, making it easier to draw comparisons. So the blue ones are the sales and the yellow ones are the profit, which gives a good comparison to us. So next we have to construct contingency tables using Python. So a contingency table summarizes the relationship between two categorical values in tabular format. It is particularly useful for understanding dependencies or associations between variables. So Python's pandas provides the cross-type functions to create such tables. So key components of it are rows and columns that represent categories of the two variables. Cells contain counts for frequencies of data points. Margin and total sum frequencies along rows and columns. These contingency tables are essential for analyzing the relationship between categorical variables. For example, so let's examine the relationship between gender and product preference. So here first we will import pandas as PD, then we will have the sample data. The data will consist of gender and the product. Then we will put it into a data frame, then we will create a contingency table of it. So now let's run the code. So here, this table shows how many males and females preferred each product. Contingency tables are also foundation for chi-square test in statistics. So next we have how to construct histograms with overlay using Python. So histogram visualize the distributions of numerical data, adding overlays such as line plots. Or additional histograms can provide more context, such as comparing multiple distributions. So key concepts of histograms are bins that divide the range of data into intervals. Then we have the overlays that adds more information. Then we have skewness, helps identify if the data is symmetrical or biased. Binning helps group continuous data into categories, making analysis and modeling more intuitive. Here's how to bin data on predictive values. So first we will import matplotlib, then we will import numpy, and then we'll have the sample data. Then we will do the plotting of the histograms, and then we will add labels and legends into it. So now let's run the code. So here we have the histogram overlays allows us to compare the distribution of each of the two group glances. So here the group 1 is of like purple color, and the group 2 is a yellow, and the mixture of these are in the brown. So next we have how to perform binning based on predictive value using Python. So binning transforms continuous data into category data by dividing it into intervals of bins. Predictive binning groups values based on their impact or a target variable, enhancing model interpretability and performance. Here we have the types of binning. First is equal width binning that divides a range into intervals or equal size. Then we have equal frequency binning that divides data so that each bin contains the same number of observation. Then we have predictive binning groups values based on their predictive impact on the target variable. Binning helps group continuous data into category, making analysis and modeling more intuitive. So here's how to bin data based on predictive value. So first we will import pandas as PD, then we will import numpy as NP, and then we will have the sample data that will consist of age and the outcome. So we will store it into a data frame. Then we will create bins. So here the bin have 0, 20, 40, 60, 80 that define the age intervals. Then we have the labels, and then we will print the data frame. So let's run the code. So here with bins like young, adult, and so on, we transform raw data into meaningful categories that align with our analysis goal. So So, in conclusion, exploratory data analysis provides a foundation for understanding your data. These Python techniques empower you to visualize, analyze, and prepare data effectively for deeper insights or predictive modeling. Thank you. I hope you understood the topic.